Welcome. My name is Amy Stewart, and I am a writer and analyst for PayScale. I'm here today to talk about the Fair Pay Impact Report. So here's the deal. PayScale just released a new report on the impact of fair pay perception on job-seeking behavior. In plain language, this research finds that most people believe they are underpaid, even when they are not. In fact, 51% of people believe they are underpaid when they're actually paid at market or above market for their position. The perception of being underpaid is also what leads to job seeking behavior. We looked at the impact of market penetration, which means where people fall along their pay range, and found that that had no impact on job seeking behavior. However, belief in being underpaid had significant impact. According to PayScale's data model, people who believe they are underpaid, again, even if they aren't, are 50% more likely to seek a new job opportunity, 49.7% specifically. And why does this matter? Well, if you haven't been paying attention, we are in something of a labor crisis right now. Crisis might be a strong word, but certainly there's some anxiety on the side of employers. The economy has been opening back up and business is booming, but organizations can't seem to find people to fill their positions. This is weird because unemployment is relatively high, so there should be plenty of applicants for jobs, but there just aren't. People don't want to go back to work, or at least they aren't too enticed by the jobs that they are seeing and what is being offered. Now, there's a lot of speculation about why this is, and we're not going to get into that right now. The important point is that at the same time that people are applying for jobs, they are also quitting their jobs. People are just leaving, and turnover is expected to increase even more in the future. So employers are asking, how can they hold on to talent, and also how can they attract talent? And I'm here to tell you, you won't attract and entertain talent by underpaying people, especially not in this market. But it's also important to understand that you may not be underpaying people, but your employees may believe that they are being underpaid. And if they believe that, you will lose them. Again, around half of employees believe they are underpaid. And why is that? Because employers typically don't do pay communications. They just don't. You're offered a job, you learn what the salary is, and only about a third of organizations provide any additional information, such as the salary range, or telling employees where they fall in that range and how they can increase their earnings to be higher on the range. Even fewer train managers to have these conversations with employees. So how pay is determined is really a big mystery. And this is odd because salaries are not really a secret anymore. Employers use pay data to determine salaries. People know this. They get this information from surveys. Depending on their compensation strategy, they might add a premium for years of experience or special skills. Location might be a factor, especially as remote work is becoming more popular, but salary data is the foundation. So why not share that information with employees? Sit them down, tell them what data you use, why you trust it. I recommend PayScale, what the range for the position is, and where the employee falls on that range based on their years of experience, their skills, their tenure with the organization, their performance, or other factors that your organization values. Then you can explain how pay increase cycles work, how pay equity works in your organization if that is something that you invest in, and what employees can expect when it comes to raises. This seems pretty simple, but most organizations don't do it. And it's a shame because our data shows that pay transparency decreases job seeking behavior by a lot. We asked almost 400,000 employees to rank how transparent their organization was about pay on a scale of 1 to 5. Those that scored their organization as a 1 were 183% more likely to seek a new job than those that scored their organization as a level 5. Conversely, those that felt their organization was a 4 or a 5 were 65% less likely to search for a new job. All of this is to say that pay isn't everything when it comes to a job, but the perception that pay is fair really matters. This requires communication. Employers can't make the case for fair pay without trustworthy salary data as a foundation, as well as a compensation strategy to ensure that pay across the organization is fair and equitable. Just explaining how you do it will go a long way with both current and expected employees in terms of building trust. If you are an employer and you need help with this, PayScale has everything you need to get pay right. salary data, compensation software, and professional service teams. If you are looking to validate whether you are being fairly paid, we highly recommend that you fill out a salary profile with PayScale. Take the results to your manager or your HR team and prompt a conversation. It's really important. If you like this video, please like, subscribe to PayScale, or comment below. That way we'll know to do more like this. If you want to check out our full report, you can find it on payscale.com/data/fair-pay-impact. Thank you very much.